Hello, my name is Anna. Welcome to the marathon. You see, we travel, work, or study and meet different people from around the world, and we develop relationship on various levels. And so, what is it? Perfect relationship through learning English. How it is? We already spoken about this thing, and so how it is? It's communication. But as it is always for some purpose, you at some point come closer and closer and closer. And this is how you build your unique relationship. And as it is learning, this is how it is the fact that they are kind of your teachers. And teacher and a student are a perfect fit because they influence each other and they add something new to each other. That's how it is. It is very interesting on a certain level. For example, while working, how would you work? You always find out how they would need something and something. How would you say that? How do you say this and that? How do you explain? And so you communicate. You communicate for certain purpose and you become closer and closer. And the better you know the language, the better you can communicate. So the closer you can develop your relationship. And as it is with individuals, it's with individuals, right? It's already the individual language of a certain unique individual. Because some people use one group of words, others use a different group of words. Each person has its own habits and traditions, and maybe even prejudices, biases, and so on and so forth. Yeah, etc. It can be endless. And so you learn all this, and they can even invent their own language, their own words, some lexical clusters, one stem, another stem. They just put these stems together. They make blends from words. And these blends are unique because only you two can understand this. You see? And so this is how you study together. You invent your own specific language. And as it is so unique for the two, or uh, or how many there are of you in this group of learning and of relationship. This is how it makes you a single one, single unit. And so you could accept more and more people, and they all are super excited because they see this unique and personal atmosphere in this community. And so this is how you become really close to one another. And so they really, really, really understand what it is all about. And no one else who is not in this relationship cannot understand it in this way, can understand this better. You see, this is the best. And so this is how these are perfect relationships, because you kind of created it together through learning, because you first of all tried to learn how to communicate better, right? You just tried to communicate it better, but then you developed it to a different level. You started creating, and that's it. Here's the language, and here's the relationship. It can be anything. Of course, it can be a relationship at work. This can be just a relationship at traveling, and it can be a relationship with other students who, for example, learn. For example, it's not the language that you are learning, like core students. For example, you learn something else. I don't know. You learn marketing, for example, as a marketing college. No, I'm just joking around, of course. But nevertheless, so you're united like that. And English, you learn it together. Or maybe you are just learning this language and they are not learning, they know it. It's their native language, for example. Or they maybe just they are on a different level of learning. And again, they are kind of your teacher of the language. They know the language better. Or if you all together learn it, it's also kind of trying to figure out how well you know the language all together. You figure it out all together. Again, it's a relationship. And then next, what on all of these levels that I've just enumerated, what is it? It's even closer relationship. It can become a family. You see, the friendship, the real close friendship, the intimate friendship, and even families, so romantic relationship, and families and children. And what is it? These are bilingual, trilingual, and so on and so forth. So these are children who could already be able to speak lots of languages just from their birth, right? They are born and they already know these languages, and they can learn still more. And it can go further and further and further and further and further. That's it. That's how it is. It goes further. That's what it is. It's like that. And so this is how these relationships are really perfect. And this is just through learning the language. You see, again, we hit it. Have some more ideas? You're welcome to share. Always welcome to share. And let's move forward. See you soon.